Last time on Races to Places, we visited Mount Kilimanjaro. Wow, isn't this landscape just beautiful? We're making our way to Fish Eagle Point. I'm looking forward to seeing what it has in store for us, as it's meant to be a stunning coastal location.
So here we are at a beautiful place on the Tanzania coastline called Fish Eagle Lodge, just on Fish Eagle Point. And I'd planned to spend a few days here, but unfortunately after riding the last 3 days from Arusha over to the coast in Tanzania, through the mountains, quite honestly the pain in my hand was too much, and I'm sure something's broken, something's not right in there. So last night I sent my x-ray to a specialist in Nairobi, and I also posted a picture on Facebook of it, and many people have been in touch, specialists from all over the world, people commenting on it to suggest that my hand is broken. So that's why there's so much pain. So as much as I'd like to spend time here, I've decided that today I'm going to head straight to Nairobi. I'm going to get a CT scan on my hand and I'm going to get it fixed. It's no good riding when you can't enjoy it. I'm even struggling to get my camera equipment out and set up properly with my hand, and riding is just too painful. So I'm going to do the right thing now. I've tried to ride, it's not working. I'm going to get to Nairobi and I'm going to get myself fixed before we carry on. So today's going to be a road ride. It's about 550-600 kilometers back to Nairobi, and then I'll keep you posted how the hand repair's going. So, I didn't want to film the whole process getting into Kenya, but I do want to share the experience with you. So first of all, exited Tanzania pretty straightforward, but then got to Kenya, and before they would issue me with a visa, single entry visa, I had to prove that I could get the bike in, which should have been straightforward, having a carnet, with the exception that there's a new process in place for foreign vehicles, which means you have to pay online before you arrive, and I hadn't done that. So I tried to do it online, and it requires verification. The verification uses my UK SIM card, which is not active here in Kenya. There was nowhere to pay cash, so I had to find a local to pay with his debit card so I could pay him the money to get in. All of that. It's a lovely quiet Sunday at the border. Look, there's nobody around anywhere. It's super quiet. But it took me 2.5 hours to get into Kenya.
Heading north and northwest, we're aiming for Nairobi.
Look at this, this is what you have to put up with. Crazy. Trucks have no care in the world for anyone else, they just pull out. Excuse my language. Beep, beep. So here we are in Nairobi, made it into Kenya yesterday, down the horrendous road from the coast all the way back to Nairobi. Probably one of the most dangerous rides I've experienced on Races to Places. I got ran off the road multiple times, trucks coming towards me, cars pushing me off the road. It was crazy. I'd never seen so many trucks on the road. So that was an experience, but here I am now, just waiting for a taxi to go straight to the hospital. I'm going to the MP Shaw Hospital, I think it is, in Nairobi, where they've kindly invited me to have a CT scan done. So I just arrived at the MP Shah Hospital, and the reason that I'm here is because a follower that's been following me since season 1 of Races to Places is a orthopedic surgeon here, and he reached out after seeing the x-ray and invited me to come to get a proper scan, and we're going to go meet him and get the scan and hopefully get to the bottom of what's wrong with my hand. So I'm just sat waiting in the imaging centre to get my CT scan, and that will give a more detailed image of what the problem is with my hand, and then we can make an informed decision once I've had the consultation with the doctor.
Now, this looks like some high-tech kit.
Got the scan, now it's time to go see what the doctor says. Hey, how are you?
Hey, morning, Nathan. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Very good. Have a seat. Dorsally.
Is that where it's broken off there?
So that's where it's broken here. This was broken there, and it's just displaced this one. Most of your joint surface is actually good. You've got a very small fragment there, so this should be aligned up there. So it's supposed to be a bit of a curve like this one.
So it's moved quite a bit, yeah?
Yeah, so it's sort of shifted
not
back.
in your mind, but...
Yeah, but see, the good thing is this joint is predominantly fine. You've got small step here, okay, but your main articulation is actually still decent.
Okay.
You don't have any problem with moving it, okay? It's still raw. You've been bashing it on a bike. I think that's your main source of pain. Okay. If this was fresh, might have considered something like this. So you pin the 5th to the 4th. Yeah. You pin the base to the hammock. That's this bone there. Yeah. So it basically just distracts it and holds it there.
Okay.
Personally, I think even if we just put you in a good plaster, it will heal.
Okay.
Question is just time.
And we've come to the decision that actually, because the displacement is not that great
and the joint line
is in good state, then what we can actually do is I think you're going to
give it. Just going to numb it now.
Numb it.
Put it a bit and put it in a cast.
Try to straighten it a bit and then put it in a cast for a few weeks and see how we get on.
This looks a bit painful. I hope the doctor gave Lyndon a good dose of the painkillers.
Okay. That should be good.
I didn't even have to ask what colour. I didn't even have to ask what colour to get. Green is already ready, look. So now I'm just having some x-rays done, and the doctor's looking at the x-rays to make sure that the hand brake is straightened properly before I leave the hospital. So checking it's all in the right place, basically. And basically it's straightened me out.
Straightened you out a bit, so that's your joint line, which is perfect.
Looks a lot better than before.
Much better. Here you've got a slight angulation, but no big deal. Again, your joint side has been restored.
So the main thing is that this joint surface is equal with the gap.
This gap here.
So
that's nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. You've got a slight angulation here, but
that's just on the bone.
Tolerate it well. We'll leave you in your plaster. It's going to heal up nicely. 3 weeks back on the road.
Alright, thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll see you in about 3 weeks.
Thanks for everything. See you in 3 weeks. See you now. Thank you. Hi everyone, here I am in London in the UK. It's now 4 weeks after having my cast fitted after my incident in Tanzania. Had the cast fitted in Nairobi, and today is the day that the cast gets removed. So I'm going to take it off today. I've just picked myself up this wrist brace, which I need to wear for 2 weeks, and then hopefully we can get on the bike.
Hold your noses, people, as this is going to pong a bit.
Oh, she feels good. Oh, a little bit stiff. Have to be really careful with it. Old wrist's gonna take some motion, getting back motion. Sheesh. Hand's so dry. Have this temporary brace, a couple of weeks, and while we try and get back to full operating capacity, it's going to take a while. The hand, while it's not 100%, it's pretty mobile. There's still some pains inside it, but I think it's good enough to crack on with what we need to get on with here. So first things first is they lost my bags on the flight from the UK, so I don't have any baggage or parts, tyres and stuff for Basel bike until that arrives tomorrow. And because of my hand being broken and me having to go home, I actually, my visa expired for Ethiopia, so I'm just going to nip into town and get a new visa for Ethiopia. And to do this, I'm going to borrow my friend's XR650R. What do you think? Ooh, yeah. It's the backless dog. So I'm back at the embassy again for Ethiopia to try and get my visa. It's been a bit of a chew because they told me I needed a letter of recommendation from the British Embassy. When I went to get that, they told me that that's not true, and they don't issue them. So here I am for the 4th time now, back at the Ethiopian Embassy to get my visa. So fingers crossed. Something that they don't tell you online when you apply for the online visa, you cannot cross at the land border, only flights into the country. Finally got my visa for Ethiopia. What a chore that was. Really long process, but here it is. Visa. So we've got a huge getaway this morning. I plan to just leave, you know, a nice quiet departure from Nairobi, and then this big gaggle of people rocked up. So there's a few more bikes here. What are these red bikes, guys? You don't often see many of those these days. Do you like it up there, Holly? Let's get a picture, Holly. Looking good, eh? See ya.
Another beautiful day to be out riding. Let's hope Lyndon's hand doesn't give him any more problems. Next time on Races to Places, there's going to be plenty of wildlife.
Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching Races to Places. Please check out the link to my Patreon page below where you can find special features and pre-released episodes of Races to Places. I look forward to your messages and comments on there.